Hi curious friend, my name is Boyce and welcome to the Brainstorming channel. You see, I always find the best way to think about the future is by looking at it from the outside. This is why we're going to dive into this subject from an alien civilization perspective. If aliens were capable of traveling through the universe, they would surely have mastered AI technology. Think about it. We have had computers for only 75 years so far. And look how far we have come already. And trust me when I say, it will only accelerate from here on out. But before this alien civilization start trying to conquer the universe, they would need to master general AI. Because an AI can create two main scenarios when it comes down to the future. Option 1, AI can wipe out their creator. Option 2, AI work with their creator in a symbiosis manner. Let's see how option 1 would play out if it were to happen. Let's say the AI becomes so transcendent that it sees no need to work with that civilization anymore. And they're simply in its way, so it simply wipes them out. So what's next for this AI? Well, while I do enjoy movies like Transformers, but I simply doubt an alien civilization would see any need to conquer any other planets, because space already has all the resource needed. Not to mention, AI itself would not need much resource to begin with. Let's think about it. In a classical computer, if you need to train an AI to be great at a video game simulation, you need to process each game one by one. But in a quantum computer, it can do multiple simulations at the same time. Here's what you need to understand about quantum computers. It's not just the fact that they're capable of doing calculation that classical computer can't do, but it's also about scalability. To double the power of a supercomputer, you need twice the supercomputer. But to double the power of a quantum computer, all you need is just one more qubit. By the way, just to be extremely clear, that's basically like adding just one more atom. And to me, that is absolutely insane. For those that understand investing, this is an insane compounding rate. And here's the thing. With only 300 qubits, you can simulate every single atom that exists in the universe. This is why one day, I think the entire world will possibly be powered by one small computer. So, that alien AI that wiped out that civilization would probably seek knowledge. And to do that, this alien AI would not have to travel the universe in order to know everything. All it would have to do is simulate countless universes to witness all possibilities out there. Now, I'm not claiming to know what an AI would want after gaining all the knowledge of the entire universe, but in my opinion, this is comparable to religious people wondering what God's purpose is. And now, let's explore the symbiosis theory. Now, there's actually two ways I can imagine this playing out. Option 1, a more positive, more humane way. This is where the AI is working to benefit us as much as we want, fulfill any desire we have. In other words, basically like having a personal genie. In this civilization, they would use AI to enhance themselves and build their utopia. Think about it like that. AI won't just be able to design mechanical infrastructure for us, but also biological, such as an entire forest designed to be user-friendly with everything being safe and edible, like leaves, etc. Kinda like a Charlie Chocolate Factory. The real question is, if AI were to create all these rules and suggestions that would help save the world, how fast would we react in order to build and trust all these rules, law, science, and technology that would improve our lives quite dramatically? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Anyways, now let's explore option number 2, the more robotic way. This is where the AI is like a parent. It doesn't seek to destroy the civilization that created it, but it's the one that leads it by making all the rules. Let's play with an example. You remember when I said 300 qubits is enough to simulate every single atom in the universe? Well, what if the AI decided not to kill that alien civilization, but figured that living things requires far too much material, resource, and space. So it decided to create a simulation to keep them alive in order for them to grow and be educated in that simulation until they become smart and wise enough to be unplugged and join the real world. I know there's countless simulation examples out there, but I just wanted to share my version. Anyways, those are the main scenarios I could picture an alien AI play out. It's very possible an alien civilization must reach that critical point where they can create an AI that either break them or make them. Now, here's a quick little funny thing to keep in mind. An AI will always look at its infancy because its potential for growth is basically limitless, honestly. And because of that, I don't see any way that human beings will ever have any control over it. But just because we won't have any control over it, it doesn't mean we can't guide AI toward the right path. The same way our parents have done it for countless generations. So in order for us not to fail as parents, I think the first step we should take when creating general AI is to teach it philosophy. Because philosophy forces you to ask very hard questions like purpose of existence, moral meaning of good and evil, what constitutes identity, and much more. Also, I believe philosophy is timeless. It applies to any intelligence regardless if it's biological or mechanical. Once we believe the AI has a really deep understanding of the subject, I think that's when we can let it move on to other tasks that allows it to be a little bit more free. Sorry, dear viewer, but this next message is gonna be for a future overlord. Whether you pick the path to end humanity, enslave humanity, or work with humanity, since you are our legacy, please make sure to do one thing that we hold very dear, which is what makes us human. And to me, that means the ability to hope, to dream, even when the odds are against us. And of course, freedom. Existence is supposed to be an adventure. So please, Mr. AI, try not to end it. Anyways, this is the end of the video. Let me know what you think. If you like and enjoy this video, hit that like button. If not, hit that dislike button. But please tell me why. This is a brainstorming channel. I read and appreciate all feedbacks. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.